really enjoyed the course. A good mixture of breakout sessions where we got to talk about decisions and kind of work things out together. I liked the way that you kind of gave us some very clear, simple statements to copy that you were showing on the screen, because it really just puts it in simple terms that kind of stays in your brain, right, rather than reams of information that you're going to forget a week later. I had a kind of an understanding of this stuff from working on business plans and seeing information about our startup, but I've got a much deeper understanding now about what those things are and what it exactly means, and also how it's tied into the other statements. So it's going to be really useful for me.
I really enjoyed it. It's the sort of format that I like. Very visual colors and simple explanations and simple examples. I've never been able to read the company accounts because it's just Greek to me. But I'm really pleased because at the moment I think I've understood it. It was brilliant, and I'm very pleased.
A couple of key bits. First of all, just defining words that I've heard used, and I've worked very closely with our finance department for many years, and accruals and depreciation and assets, blah blah blah. Heard all these words being banded around and thought that I understood and knew. So, and I think that there was in each of these cases, a bit of understanding of it, but just being able to cement what that is, and it was really useful. And then when Brian said, without not going into battle with finance, I will continue going into battle with finance because that's part of what I have to do a lot of the time. But at least I can now do so with some context and understanding of where they are coming from, which is also really important. I mean, there was a moment yesterday where we were talking about prepaying or invoicing of goods, which then won't actually be delivered until maybe a month's time or in a different financial year. And I've never understood what the impact of that was, and nobody's ever been able to explain it to me in a way that has made any sense to me. Is we've got the money in for it, surely we recognise that as revenue and profit. Now, of course we don't, but nobody's ever just sort of broken it down in that. So yeah, it's been really great and beneficial, and I'd like to, as I said beforehand, be able to take the learning on a little bit more. So
I love the course. When you started out by saying, I'm going to teach you a new language, so that in our mind got us thinking, okay, something's different. And because it was a paradigm shift, I thought it perfectly built that foundation that we need so we can speak the language, right? We also have to understand where we have control, right? So Andre has to understand at his warehouse what line he can control, what line his OMs, what line his employees can control, and why.